And we should be live. Good evening, friends, on the on the YouTube live stream. Thank you for joining this evening. I will be joined this evening by Brother Pink as my special guest host. However, he lives on the other side of the world, and he's on his way to work right now. So he is not with us yet, but he will be presently. So I see we've got Giovanni, David Hills, Dirty Bird, SF. I don't know if I know Dirty Bird SF, and Crafting Troll. Hello, Crafting Troll. Are you Mork and Gork? Did you change your name? Because your image, your handle is familiar to me. That looks like the Mork and Gork avatar thing. Yeah, so I don't really know what the heck we're doing tonight, but we'll figure it out. I figured this guy's been languishing for far too long, so I should probably do some more work on him as Giovanni. Hey, David, welcome back. Ornum, why do you look strangely familiar? Welcome, Ornum. Kajan, hello! Got a full house here this evening. Yeah, so I started on this. So as Giovanni observed, it looks like a Xenos Inquisitorial Rosette, which is exactly what it is. So we got two bits. We got a crucified Tyranid Prime bit, and then we got a Inquisitorial Crucifix. Rebranded my channel since I'm tired of GWIP. Oh, sorry. So you're tired of So Mork and Gork, you're tired of GWIP universes, as in you're not into Warhammer stuff anymore, or just kind of like you didn't want to risk Games Workshop IP police coming after you? I mean, that's cool. Like, you should, yeah, definitely brand yourself, man. Distinct from Games Workshop. I'm all in support of that. Let's see. And Spooky S Bone Man. Welcome, Spooky S Bone Man. Good to see you. Yeah, so this is a Inquisitorial Rosette. I keep calling it the Crucifix or the Eye Crucifix because it is the home for this crucified Tyranid Prime creature. But it's not just detailed on the front. Oh no, friends. It is also a whole mess of stuff on the back. So the idea is that High Fleet Moloch has a Reaver Titan that he's doing up. That is a Ordo Xenos Reaver Titan. And this guy is going to be crucified on top of it. And he's being controlled and like kind of constrained by the Inquisition. So he's got all his little like manacle things here. And he's got this creepy... Let's see if I can show you this. One moment. Let's try this. He's got this creepy Inquisitor head crab thing hanging out on his noggin that is making sure that he doesn't get out of hand. He's also got those things plugged into the side of his head to keep his psychic abilities in check. Yeah. And then he's got all these shackles. He's got a thing around his waist that's holding him in place. So that holds him like that. And then it's all powered by the machinery on the back of the cross. If you're not, or the Inquisitorial Eye, if you're not familiar with this stuff, this is all Titanicus terrain that's been repurposed. This is something that Bits of Box taught me. It's a really good scale for 40k, even though it's technically smaller than 40k. It just looks like really detailed little gribblies that fit really well into the back of this cross to keep him constrained. So I need to like get off my butt and finish this guy because he's basically there. I just gotta figure out his shackles. Oh wait, that doesn't help. So that was one thing I was thinking I could do tonight. More converting than sculpting, I would say. Let's get this. That's a little better. Yeah, more like conversion stuff than sculpting, because I gotta finish the junk on his back, and I gotta finish those restraints. Of course, I've always got final filling and sculpting to do on this bad boy. We did his like lovely barrel cloacas Eye of Sauron last time, but I gotta like finish off his tail, maybe do a little more stuff on his feet. Oh, that's Brother Pink. Hello.
Sorry, I'm just booting up the computer, but I'm at work.
That's fine.
Yes. Are you already streaming?
I am already streaming. We got some people in the chat. Oh yeah, so crafting troll, the back detail. What the hell are you doing?
Closing a sliding door.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, one more time?
Oh no, I was just talking to someone in the chat. Crafting troll's asking about the inquisitorial eye thing with the prime on it. So he asked if the stuff on the back is going to be visible once it's mounted on the Titan. And yeah, it absolutely will, because it's going to be mounted above the Titan. There's going to be like a post in here that sits it up above on top of the carapace. So you can see the front and back.
He was gonna dangle between his legs.
You and always with the cock solutions.
No, I thought it was going to dangle between his legs.
It is not going to dangle between his legs. It's not going to have a Tyranid prime.
Verified that with Marco?
I have absolutely verified it, because we talked about the whole like mounting system, and I was like, "Oh, should I put a big pole on it, Marco?" And he's like, "Honestly, it's so tall that it's going to stand so tall off the Titan that it should just sit flush with the top of the carapace." So yeah, no worries. That stuff will still be visible.
It's going on a Titan.
A Titan.
A Titan.
Yes. Yes. What?
My computer is preparing to configure Windows. Don't turn off your computer.
Oh, fantastic.
20 minutes before I can get my computer open.
That's fine. We can just talk bullshit, and I will monitor the chat myself.
You can install your actual sculpting. And,
well, I need to get this guy done, and this guy doesn't really require sculpting so much as conversion right now.
Which guy?
The Tyranid Prime.
Tyranid Prime. But isn't that just like something you could do off the stream?
I don't know what I want to do tonight, and this is something that I need to do, so I was going to do it.
Pick up the Titan. I don't know, the Dreadnought.
Really? I advertise this as something Tyranids, buddy. You just want me to get your damn Titan done.
Something Dark Eldar?
No, I want to do something Tyranids, man.
Tyranids. You're a big old ogre guy.
Big old ogre guy? What are you talking about?
The Gargant.
The Gargant?
It's a giant.
The thing we don't talk about?
Oh, fine. Don't pick up that pen. Your commission.
You gotta narrow it down, bud.
The commission.
The Dom?
I'm gonna. What about something small? Do you have a small kind of nitty that you're working on? Like I'm thinking Gene Sealer sized, or something from the Gene Sealer cult, something Necromunda.
See, what you're telling me is that you don't want to watch me work on a Prime. That hurts.
Oh, Primaris?
No, a Prime. Tyranid Prime model.
Yeah, Tyranid Prime. There you go. Do a Tyranid Prime.
No, I'm talking...
Also,
oh, God.
I just realized there's something you should be using. There's a derogatory term for Space Marines that you never use.
What is that? Big, beefy
No.
armored boys?
Gun pigs.
Gun pigs? What the hell's a gun pig?
That's a Space Marine. They're gun pigs.
Why gun pig?
What?
Why gun pig?
Because, like, if you look at their grills, they kind of look like pigs.
You are correct, and they are like the cops of the Imperium. And some people...
Pigs.
Some...
And also, they basically run into the slaughter, like pigs, right? Like, a guardsman knows that he's not invincible, so he's like, I gotta hunker down. But a spaceman's like, I'm invincible, I'm going forward. And then he's dead. He's slaughtered like a pig. He's a gun pig.
Alright. So you want something different. You don't want me to work on... Sure, gun pig. Sounds great. You don't want me to work on the Tyranid Prime for Marco. I'm going to tell Marco that. He'll be real thrilled.
I never said the words don't work on the Tyranid Prime for Marco. Go ahead, work on the Tyranid Prime.
You just said don't work on that thing. Work on something else. So you mentioned commission, and I mentioned Dom, so maybe I should work on the Dom.
Also, I gotta warn you, the connection we have here is really garbage. I can't hear half of what you're saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that because I'm too far away? Should I make you closer?
What do you mean? Me closer?
The phone. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Hold
shit going on right now. I made made this cool little robot.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a servitor, but I got these miniatures from Alibaba.
What?
And yeah, you can look them up if you want. They're called Joy Toy. But Joy Toy is a line. They make a million different things, but they make these little.
I'm pretty sure if I Google Joy Toy, I'm not going to find any miniatures.
If you open Alibaba and search Joy Toy, you will.
Okay.
But I just converted this guy to make a rad missile launcher. It looks pretty cool. I got some photos of him. I kind of want to paint him in like a minute.
In a what way?
I'm really happy with how he. What?
You said you want to paint him in a what?
In a minute. I want to paint him really, really fast.
Okay.
Like the miniatures, I bought it. I don't know why I bought it, but in the set, it's a set of like, I think 14 miniatures.
Yeah.
They're about the right scale for Warhammer, but there's 2 miniatures in there that are basically Dreadnought Holocaust, and I was like, oh, I can make some shitty cheap Dreadnoughts out of that.
Yeah.
And then there's these other kind of smaller than a Dreadnought little walkie robots that look like they're from that Dust game. I don't know if they are. They're obviously rip-offs.
Yo, boyo. People are asking questions. David Hills wants to know if it's polyurethane resin, your Joy Toys.
Probably. Why? What's wrong with polyurethane resin?
David, do you have a problem with polyurethane? Is it going to kill us?
It's really rubbery, but it's not 100% rubbery. It's such a weird... Alright, I've got the stream open now.
Groovy. There's a bunch of comments. One sec.
It's probably polyurethane.
Someone... Kajan said, never heard Gun Pig.
Okay,
what?
I can read the stuff. Kajan, Gun Pig comes from a podcast called Eye of Horse. It's a Horse Heresy podcast.
I think that one's pretty famous.
You weren't very trusting in the resin working, as I recall, but it worked out in the end.
I think that's for Blitz.
Neither do I, but Gunpig makes sense looking at the helmet. Yeah. Sticking in this. They're talking about mold making. I was talking to Blitz. Joy Toys. Are we talking about their steel bones? I don't think they're called steel bones. If you open AliExpress and search Joy Toy, it's one of the, well, for me, Joy Toy. I will get the name for them. They're super cheap. They're like $20 for like a month. There we go. Joy Toy 135th model kit. Robot figures, mini machines, model toys, nude color. Oh, nude, thanks. Oops, bags, free shipping. Oh my god, $12 US. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 miniatures, 4 of which are garbage. Look at that. The Dreadnoughts are kind of shitty, but I was just going to stick a bunch of 40k bits on them, and then there's one other, or there's a, like, you get doubles of every single robot you get.
Okay, now that we're talking about this, do I have to pull this up? Like,
if you want it.
One moment.
Tell me what you think about it.
One moment.
Yeah, you are working on something.
I am working on something, thank you very much, jerkface.
Resin in the box.
Okay, Alibaba.
Alibaba. I'm on AliExpress.
I don't Baba, so I'm not really familiar, but let's see what I can pull up. 1 minute,
Search
please.
Joy Toy 1/535.
Hold on.
Oh, they're having their own little competition with resin.
AliExpress.
Yeah. Joy Toy. One word. Joy Toy is one word.
1 moment, please. Oh, can I... Hold on.
Oh, also, I had the idea, if I ever do get a 3D printer, one thing I'd make is I'd make my own green stuff tentacle roller, and then just give them away so people don't have to go to Green Stuff World.
I like anything that doesn't go to Green Stuff World. Hold on a sec. You just wanted to break the stream because it was working so well.
Sorry. That's me. Like, you'll see a bunch of gray miniatures, and in the background there's a kind of a greeny picture of them, like a painted picture of all the robots.
Okay, now we got AliExpress happening here. US $2 something or other. Hold on a sec.
I was thinking of scooping up another set of them too. Also, one of the little robots obviously has an Imperial Eagle on its chest.
Sorry, tell me one more time. What's it called? Joy Toy? All one word?
One word. 1/35.
One
model kit, robot figures, mini machine, 12 pieces, model toy, nude color.
Whoa. That's a lot of words. Whoa. So Joe Toy 135 model kit.
Wow. You gotta close your don't waste this discount.
It's gone. Oh, go away, AliExpress. Model kit, action figures unpainted. Oh, I think you showed me these. Wait, they look like robots. I don't see any Marines.
There's no Marines.
Oh, they're just robots.
There's dreadnoughts. There's things that look almost exactly like dreadnoughts.
Yeah, I see dreadnought things.
Yeah. There's these kind of chicken walkers on either end. The chicken walker legs are absolute garbage, but the little cockpit is pretty interesting.
Oh my god, they really want to give me $2 off. It's like ridiculous.
They know that you've never shopped there before.
Oh, so these are kind of... Wait, can I get a bigger picture? I don't know.
The entire front row of little guys are the coolest ones. Their legs are super cool. Their bodies are a little bit garbage. Their arms are pretty cool. But
oh yeah, these guys are pretty neat.
the back row are mostly shite.
You mean the back row, the ones that look like dreadnoughts?
The dreadnoughts are okay.
Oh, yo, this guy does have an Imperial Eagle on his chest. The little dude with the... Oh, wow, yeah, there's straight up Aquilas on them.
Yeah.
The two with the
chicken walkers, the legs on the chicken walkers are they're not tall enough. They're like a chicken walker trying to get as low as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So they look kind of goofy. I haven't really found anything useful for those chicken walkers, but the cockpits, they
look pretty
open
good.
up, and there's like a detailed seat and stuff. So I was thinking of sticking that on something.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, these little dudes with they totally have Imperial Eagles on their chest. Wow. Because and you said it's rubbery, the material?
It's rubbery, but you can file it too. I've had success filing it. It's kind of like the same rubber or the same plastic, I guess, those Battletech minis are made out of.
I gotcha.
Jade Finchstein said hello.
Jade Finchstein, welcome.
Origin says found them.
Yeah.
I highly recommend them. Like, there's a couple garbagey stuff in there, but there's some really, I don't know, they're really cool. They're really fun. Yeah. Like, one thing I was thinking of, in Horus Heresy, there's the Mechanicum faction, and all their stuff, you have to buy all their stuff from Forge World, which is, like, super expensive, just for even their everything. So I was thinking of making some Mechanicum stuff out of these, buying another set, and using what I have to make some cool Mechanicum stuff. But
cool.
I don't know. Perhaps. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to turn this off.
Cool thing that I want to tell people about is there's an app right now on the Apple Store for Battletech. It's like when you play Battletech, you get those sheets that you kind of record all your stuff on. They finally made a digital version, and it's actually really, really cool. So it's insane to see a company make a digital app for their board game, and it is very well executed.
It slaps.
But it's really, really cool. It's like, right now it's in beta, so anybody can download it for free and test it out and send them to you.
Sorry, you talked about a beta app. Does anyone want to talk about the Games Workshop beta app for Warhammer 40k? I don't play. What?
Jade Finchstein is just finishing up some SN8 launch coverage. SN8.
I don't know what SN8 is.
But got this up also, SN8.
Cool, thanks for joining us alongside your SN8. Oh, is that like a gaming thing?
Maybe. SN8 launch.
That's not Cyberpunk, is it? That's that thing that everyone's crazy about right now.
Starship? SpaceX Starship. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
oh no.
SpaceX?
Explodes after first successful high altitude flight. Oh no.
Oh, it just did?
3 hours ago. Oh no.
Oh shit, that's this.
Oh no.
Isn't that the second time the Starship has exploded?
Oh no, I don't know.
I think that's the second time the Starship has exploded.
Oh no. Anyways.
Stop making that stupid voice.
I'm sorry. I live with a 2-year-old. I'm allowed to make stupid voices.
Yeah, but 2-year-old's not on the call, man.
You seen that video of my 2-year-old doing the dishes for me?
Your 2-year-old's friggin' adorable. Your 2-year-old should come and do the dishes for me. I showed that to Dad. He really liked it.
Good. I'll get some more videos up.
As well as your sister-in-law's
delivery service.
Your sister-in-law's video of him dancing. That's amazing. God damn, this is
rockets have a 50% chance of blowing up. Yikes.
Who said that?
That's Blitz Mechanica.
That's what rockets do. Kerplode.
Jade Finish Scene, SN9 will roll out to Launchpad in the coming days. Explosion was newt expected.
Newt expected?
Newt.
So it is, the SN9 is the Starship, or this is a different SpaceX thing?
SN8, I guess, was a rocket, the most recent one, and SN9 is going out soon.
Wait, wasn't SN8 like the Dragon capsule?
I don't know.
God,
Dragon capsule, these are wicked names.
Yeah, he's got good names. Other than
I
Cybertruck.
think Elon Musk is playing his own miniature board game.
Yeah.
Fire the Dragon capsule.
Cybertruck was a mistake, but Dragon capsule's good.
Cybertruck and Dragon capsule. These also like Transformers too.
Crew Dragon, I think that's what it's called.
Maximize Cybertruck, terrorize.
Dude, Cybertruck would definitely be a Maximal, and Crew Dragon would definitely be a Decepticon. You got him backwards.
Whatever. So, you're working on the Dom.
Yeah. I have this problem where I leave miniatures in pieces, and I try and like work them up in pieces, and it takes me forever. But as soon as I put them together, like assemble the pieces,
it goes fast, right?
much faster. So I think I should just start putting this thing together.
That's a good call. So with the Dom, are all the pieces finalized that they need basically to be put together and then green stuff into place? Like,
does this look finalized to you?
I don't know.
No, this is not finalized.
Alright.
They're getting there, but like the legs are just kind of roughed in. They're not finished or whatever.
Jade Finishing says up to SN16 we have seen parts of it. Parts for up to SN16.
What are we talking about? Sorry! Forgot to turn off the mic. Shit, sorry. That's gonna be a treat.
Oh, so for all my like little robot tees that I'm putting together right now, like they're supposed to be to back up Blood Angels, but I was thinking of doing them all in like all my robots would be in Robo colors. So yellow armor with like a brassy brown metallic.
Now, when you say Robo, for those following at home, you're talking about the amazing character from Chrono Trigger.
Yes.
Because we are both obsessed with Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
I am obsessed with Chrono Trigger, and you're interested in it.
Well, which of us have actually beaten Chrono Trigger?
I don't know. Have you beaten Chrono Trigger?
I've beaten Chrono Trigger.
My wife has beaten Chrono Trigger.
Have you ever beaten Chrono Trigger?
I have never beaten Chrono Trigger. It's not the destination, boyo. It's the journey.
That's how I feel about Final Fantasy VI right now. I'm just like, I can't play for very long because I just love looking at everything, and in my mind, I convert everything from Final Fantasy VI, what it would look like on tabletop. Like, I want to make a train from Final Fantasy VI. I want to make this speed.
Why?
I want to make this.
I mean, I get you on the Magitech. Like, Magitech, when I made that thing for my brood, I really wanted to make the Magitech robot, but...
Like, I was just in Zozo, and I was like, oh, Zozo's kind of got this, like, grim industrial kind of shitty town.
Well, yeah, Zozo's a mess.
There's the train, there's that camp that you first encounter Kefka in. He's in, like, that desert camp. I want to make that tabletop.
Yeah.
I want to make... Everything is so friggin' cool in that game. Sorry, Blitz Mechanica says, I made a duct tape canvas of a Chrono Trigger frog. That sounds awesome, man.
Yes, indeed.
You're a big frog boy, aren't you?
I'm a big frog boy.
All day, every day.
So, anyone who's a Chrono Trigger fan... Wait, stop. Anyone who's a Chrono Trigger fan, there's this awesome dude named Raf Gasseret. He's a... he does game art. Like, I think he had some big role in... you heard game art, didn't you? He has some big role in God of War, the weird one. The Odin one.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Raf Grassetti. Anyway, here we go. I got a thing. So if you are not following...
Mom's Biscotti.
If you've not followed Raf Grassetti on Instagram, so he does like character sketches. But most recently, I think his big thing was he did that dude from God of War. But he's got some cool like Ninja Turtles, and most recently he's been doing awesome Chrono characters. So
Nice.
Here's my favorite dude, Frog. But he also did Realistic Chrono, which just looks like a dude. But, you know, good job. And then
I thought it looked like a girl.
What Brother Pink's talking about is Robo, which is this character. And you can see Angel Giraldez loves it, so you should also love it. Because everyone loves Angel.
So, from the chat, Kajan says, I'm not sure how being obsessed with Chrono Trigger goes together with never beat Chrono Trigger. Shouldn't an obsession lead you to beating it multiple times?
No.
The Chrono Trigger 2 is it's got those multiple different endings, and I think that's what stalled you.
No, what stalled me is that when I thought we already talked about this on a stream.
When Chrono dies?
Stalled me is that when Chrono dies, it killed my soul. And I didn't really know how to get him back.
Spoiler alert.
Shut up. I didn't really know how to get him back, and I know that we have the internet, but I don't know, whatever.
Also, okay, to be fair, the entire time I played Chrono Trigger, I was watching a Let's Play. So I basically got all the depth.
Oh, well, that's lame. So you didn't...
That's how I have to, honestly, that's how I have to play a game. I played Majora's Mask with the guide right in my lap the entire time, and that made it more enjoyable for me, and I think it's, like, I'm lame. I have to admit it, I'm lame.
Okay.
But I wanted to know what your wife's favorite character was in Chrono Trigger.
Oh, she wants to marry Magus.
Magus? Oh my god.
Yeah, like Magus shows up and she's like, who is
Dude,
this?
you should be Magus for Halloween and not tell her. Like, get a Halloween costume ready and just like pop it big. Hello, my dear. I have arrived.
That is a recipe for disaster because I will come out and go like, hello, my dear, I have arrived. And she'll be like, yeah, not accurate.
He has pointier ears and a pointier chin. Get out of here.
Yes, you are far too fat to be Magus.
Forest Sprite is here saying hello.
Hi, Forest Sprite.
Frog's theme song.
Oh,
Good
the best.
Evening. Are we back on the Dominatrix tonight? Yes, we are.
Yeah. Brother Pink has forced me to do the Dominatrix tonight, but that's okay because I really need to get back to it.
I forced nothing.
You encouraged me to get back to the Dom.
Quote unquote forced.
You know, it's more dramatic that way.
Good. I'm working on giving a Goliath a heavy stubber.
Hot. At work?
I always model at work. I model more at work than I model at home.
Lucky boy. I guess that's what happens when you have a kid. Hydra was doing that too.
Work.
Hydra transported all his model stuff to work and was getting lots of work done there.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, he's a teacher, so he can find like an empty room in the school and go to town.
Right.
Like you are.
I have a classroom, and nobody comes in here. Nobody dares come in here. There is a robo-dog from Wolfenstein as a 1/35th scale model on AliExpress. Ooh, robo-dog. So a bit off topic, I guess. Where is the Dominatrix from? Are you going from a drawing, rule set, a lore reference?
Oh,
where's the
drawing?
Inspiration for it coming from?
Shit. Okay, so the Oh, I got the drawing. 1 sec. So the Dominatrix used to be a unit.
Yeah, Forest Sprite, sorry about the spoilers. It's a great game. You should play it.
What are you spoiling her on? Chrono?
She said you spoiled Chrono Trigger for her.
Oh god, it's the worst. We're the worst.
Is it High Fleet Horror, Brother Pink? High Fleet Horror.
What?
Brother Pink. High Fleet Horror.
What? No, High Fleet Horror is not Brother Pink. High Fleet Horror is a different dude.
Oh, I see. I don't have a High Fleet.
Yeah, he doesn't do...
Actually.
He just creates things to kill my Tyranids.
Somebody gave me a box of Tyranid, so I've been making them, but I don't know how passionate I am about them.
Okay, so gotta plug this because 1 sec.
Yeah,
So
it's a little hard to see.
This drawing of the I'll hold it up. This drawing of the Dominatrix was created by Warren Beatty. So the Dominatrix was a classic Tyranid unit back in 2nd edition. Oh god, can I pull it up? It looked something. I'll go find it. So in 2nd edition there was Epic, which was like Adeptus Titanicus now, except you could get like all the armies in Epic, so there was a Tyranid army. Epic Tyranid. Should I put my search on incognito before I look up Tyranid Dominatrix? Oh fuck, I misspelled it. Okay, it'll still work. So yeah, back in 2nd edition there was a Tyranid Dominatrix, which was an Epic model that looked a little bit like this. Warning, not pretty. This is a Tyranid Dominatrix, and it more regularly looked like this. That's what it looked like when it was painted. However... Oh wait, where did it go? As we see here, so this was Epic, 2nd edition. You never had it in actual Games of Warhammer scale, except for someone made this monstrosity, which is beautiful, like monstrosity because it's huge. but I think they carved it out of wood or something. So that was the only time that a Dominatrix was made in 40K scale. You can see down here you got some tiny ass what are these guys called? The snow guys, the snow Imperial Guard dudes. Valhallan, thank you. And there's some old, I think, Hormagaunts here from 2nd edition, an old 2nd edition Hive Tyrant. But that was the closest we ever got to having an actual model for it, other than the original Epic one. However, Warren Beatty, who also goes by Vermis on Instagram, are you keeping up? So Vermis is a really, really talented sculptor. Super talented. He's also a really talented visual artist. So he only joined Instagram lately, but he's already posted some really good stuff on there. Anyway, so in 3rd or 4th edition, Warren did this sketch of a Dominatrix, which is the colored version. It's been colored in Hive Fleet Moloch colors, but the colorized version of what I'm working from loosely with this model. But you can also see that from Warren's sketch, or around the time Warren made that sketch, Hydra created this Dominatrix, which was the first time anyone ever converted a Dominatrix from a Forge World Scythe hair duel. And like back then, nobody was really, well, I guess some people were converting Forge World models, but people were afraid to convert Forge World models because they were big and expensive. So Hydra did this, which was friggin' amazing. Inspired the crap out of all of us. And that inspired me to make this one, which I made for Hive Fleet Moloch. So this was, I actually made one before this, but it didn't turn out anywhere near as well. I did it for my buddy Ross. But this is the one I was most happy with that I did for Moloch. And
Do you
then
know where Ross's dom is?
It's probably in his house. I might be able to get it if I tried hard enough.
Forget it. How many doms have you made in your lifetime?
2. This will be my 3rd.
So in the year 2350, somebody's going to run around the world trying to collect all the DOMs you ever created to get them together like priceless artifacts.
Get them together like Serpentor to breed the ultimate Dom out of my Dom DNA. Actually, so yeah, that was, I showed Hydra's Dominatrix. But if you go to Hive Fleet Moloch, Hydra made another Dominatrix subsequently, and I think he made it for Moloch, or he sold it to Moloch. So this is like the Dakadom, which is, he, instead of using a Scythe hair duel, he used a barbed, is that what we call them? Barbed hair duel? The one with the guns? And mounted 2 big-ass Devourers on the back. I really love the design for these Devourers. That he took like a triple Devourer and then like Venom Cannon, plunked them together. Used a Mycetic Spore, Meiotic Spore, whatever they're called, as the brain center for the weapons. Hydra and I have talked about this one, that some bits of it are a little rough, and there's some stuff he would revise. But yeah, so that was his second Dom. And then I think that's the general tour of Dominatrix Land. If anyone, but good question. Thanks for asking where the Dom comes from.
What about rules, though? So the client you're making it for, do you know what they play?
Yeah, he plays Tyranids. Actually, if you want to see his Tyranids, he is C Tarnor on Instagram. He's been posting. He's been really prolific lately. He's been posting a lot of Space Marine stuff. But
name again, C Tarnor?
C Tarnor. So it's CTARNOR. And he's got some. He's super prolific. But if you go back far enough, you can see his Tyranids. They're painted in a Leviathan scheme. And I'm always really excited to do a commission for someone who paints their miniatures. Like I can't judge because I don't paint my miniatures, but it's always cool. Like you can see he's got a love for some big beasts. Like he's got a Hierophant. He's got a harpy. No, what the hell's the flying thing called? Harridan. Okay. There we go. Hierophant, Harridan. So okay, let's go. Yeah. So he is who I'm creating it for.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't want to like cast shade on people who don't paint miniatures because I don't paint miniatures, but and like I'm happy to make miniatures for people who don't paint them, but it's also exciting the prospect of maybe having one painted.
Well, honestly, like you love converting, and for me at least, painting is a hard part. And for you to get the converting done and then just throw it into the ether and it comes back finalized, that's like, fuck, I only had to do half the work. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Kind of rewarding, right?
It's also, it feels like the miniature is fully realized when it's painted.
Yeah, it's in its final form. It's not sitting in a box where somebody's like, I gotta paint that, I gotta paint that.
Yeah, and I've got enough miniatures sitting in boxes, so. But then again, like, I'm happy to make you a miniature. You can do whatever the hell you want with it. Because I've also got miniatures that I'm afraid to paint that I got from people who I really respect, like Polysmith. And I haven't painted them yet because I don't want to fuck them up. So I can understand waiting to paint something. So I don't judge.
That miniature you made for Inquisitionemunda or whatever, who ended up getting it?
What's his name? Spencer? Miniature Spencer? Is that what it's like? Where the hell is my towel? Sorry, hold on. Oh, there it is. I'm sitting on it. It's really cool. A dude who makes real miniatures, like architectural miniatures in Toronto.
Okay.
I'll show you.
You wanted it?
Yeah, I posted it up and I said, hey, like I made this from bits. Let me know if you want it and I'll sell it to you. So he creates cool stuff like this, which is like mind blowing. Like when I was describing them to my wife, I'm like, he makes miniatures. She's like, okay, great. I'm like, no, like real miniatures. And she's like, what? And then I showed her and she's like, holy shit, that's crazy. So he's got a whole bunch of stuff. Like he messes around with all kinds of things, like repainting like Ninja Turtle models or toys. So it's cool to like have the miniature going to someone who is in like miniatures for their job, and who's located locally, which is cool. And I've also arranged to get one of these off of him, which is he makes these cool little. Wait, are you seeing my stuff current? Like fat? Like
time dilated.
Oh, wow, okay. So he makes these little. He really likes loading docks, I think. So he makes these little loading dock ornaments where like you can actually roll the door up and there's presents inside. And there's like lights in them and everything. So
I see.
We're doing a bit of an exchange where I'm going to get one of the loading dock ornaments and he's going to get my miniature.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But he does some pretty cool stuff. Oh, I should probably do some sculpting on that. I feel like there's a part on the back of it that I wanted to clean up, so I can do that today.
On the Inqui guy?
Yeah, the Inquisitor dude. Okay. Why is this not...
Oh shit, I might have to read the chat. They're talking about top results for DOMs, or is Mr. Pink. There's a Robo Dog on AliExpress that people want to look at. Okay, there's something going on in the chat.
You sure I shouldn't be pulling up that Robo-Dog?
What? No, don't put it up. But anyways, if you search 135th on AliExpress, there's a lot of crazy cool shit if you want to kind of go off the deep end away from Warhammer. That sounds pretty awesome, man, with the Dom. Will you be aiming for a close match to the sketch, or will you be adding any of your own flavor to it? Care to go into more detail about your sculpting? Choices for it. Sculpting choices.
Yeah, so I'm making it my own. Like, Warren's got a damn fine sketch. Oh, that's why I turned my light down. He's got a really awesome sketch. Like, one of the things that I really like about Warren's design is that the back carapace has got this kind of hexagonal, or no, I guess it's kind of like octagonal look to it, where it's got this space down the middle, and that's kind of where the gun on the creature's back lines up. And then you can see the kind of octagonal line goes into the barbs in the back. So I started doing that on the front. You can kind of see it's kind of similar, where it's got like the 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's like kind of an octagonal shape with like a central chamber. I gotta like continue that onto the other plates on the back. But then it continues at the back here on the tail section, although it's slightly different on the tail section. Oh well. But the main difference that I'm going to make from what Warren sketched is that in Hydra's Dominatrix and on my other Dominatrix, there's a rider, like a psychic rider, because the original Dominatrix had like a hive tyrant embedded on its back. So this Dominatrix is going to have a zoanthrope embedded on its back, which is kind of like the psychic amplifier for the creature. And then with the gun barrel that I'm attaching, the gun barrel is really going to be a secondary weapon, not a primary weapon. The primary weapon is the psychic blast from the zoanthrope. So if you look down the creature's spine, the zoanthrope is supposed to line up with kind of this channel down the middle of the gun, so that it can like fire its warp blast, and the gun helps to like focus the warp blasts from the Zoanthrope. I also need to do an awesome tail on this. We've exchanged some sketches as to how it's going to be. And then I'm kind of... On Warren's sketches, he had... It looks kind of like a normal hoof. Like a large Tyranid hoof in the front and then a small hoof in the back, which is like the old Carnifex design. I've got like a quad hoof thing going on because I feel like this looks really small for a big giant beast. So this one's going to have real big feet.
You know what they say about dominatrixes with big feet?
Dominatrix has got some big feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
right now I've also been obsessed. Do you know this guy, Stuart Semple?
Sounds familiar.
He's the guy who invented that Black 3.0.
Oh yeah, I've heard some. Oh wait, no, it was the other guy who everyone hated. The guy who created the original black.
No, but this guy, Stuart Semple, he's the one who's making all these cheaper colors that anybody can access.
Yes,
right?
I thought so. I have the Black 3.0.
Yeah, you have his black. But
yeah.
like he made this, he makes a mirror paint called Liquid Mirror that is really fucking crazy.
Whoa, are you serious?
Yeah.
It's
There's
reflective?
a lot of mirror paints here in Japan, but I'm kind of hesitant to use them because all the directions are in Japanese. So
right. Directions?
Yeah,
don't you just paint it on something?
Basically, this guy makes the craziest paints. Like he only wants to make he wants to make the darkest black. He wants to make the brightest white.
He made it pink, right? He made like some crazy pink or something.
He made a cool glowing color. Yeah, the black is really impressive, but I want to try his white too.
So I dabbled a bit with the black, but everything I read about it says that it's the way that it's so matte is because it has like a very dusty finish, and that it'll easily rub off. Well,
they've also got he made a sealant for it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Sold separately. But all of his things have the most like iconic names. Black 3.0. What is the sealant? What would be under? Home, powders, potions, gifts, holiday, cult. I'd be on his YouTube channel. What is it? What is this sealant called? I can't remember.
But Crafting Troll, thanks for the questions. Oh, will the head bit have some tentacles, coils, or something to blend it with the cannon carapace? So the head bit is kind of pretty far along.
Yeah.
So the client asked for a split jaw, so he's got a split jaw. It's not going to have a very big tongue. He didn't want a big tongue. But yeah, so that's kind of how the head's going to go. So the gun isn't really going to integrate with the head so much. Okay.
Coat. That's what it is. It's a liquid. So the sealant, it's called coat.
Yeah.
And it's like a super matte coating. But it's a paint on it. You could water it down and spray it through an airbrush, but it comes as a liquid paint, a liquid sealant.
Cool. I wonder if you could use that on miniatures.
You could, but it would super matte them down.
Yeah. If you want super matte.
Super matte. But he's got all these colors. I kind of want to get his... Like, right now, he's trying to workshop white. He's trying to make the whitest white. And he's got... Like, you can buy into the beta, which is the world... It's 3 different mixtures of the white. And they're trying to find out which one works best for what. And which one they're going to eventually market.
Whoa, interesting.
So... snakes can detach their mandibles. I mean the Zonto thing. The head looks very snake-like.
Yeah, I got a snake vibe from the head. The head was really fun to make because, like, I hate sculpting teeth because they never come out pointy enough. So I just raided a bunch of heads and stole, like, teeth and barbs and stuff off of, like, different creatures. So that was kind of fun.
Well, maybe the problem is that you're sculpting teeth out of the wrong thing.
Well, if I were to make teeth from scratch, I would do it from plasticard, and I'd try and whittle it down.
One thing I did is I used Sculpting ones to make teeth and then baked them. Like, I made a Tyranid... Did I even bake it? I think it's still sitting unbaked somewhere.
Sorry, my eyes glazed over, and I stopped listening when you said the word bake.
Sorry. Baked, man. Baked.
Baked. Yo, man. These teeth are so baked.
Is your egg not gonna have any eyes?
I don't think he's gonna have eyes. The
Wow,
idea.
that's kind of cool too. That's like the zoanthrope is basically in charge there.
Yeah,
it's
so
two creatures, but
the way that I think of
like
this creature is that it's a mobile wheelchair for the zoanthrope.
nice.
It's like the world's largest, face smashingest, gun shootingest, armor toughest, mobile, like mechanical wheelchair for this badass zoanthrope on its back.
Would you ever make your own dominatrix that you keep?
I'd love to. However, it takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
The shitty thing is that when you look at this, I've pretty much resculpted the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, this is original Forge World. This is original Forge World here. This is original Forge World.
You can't even see any resin, except for a little bit of the armor plates.
This is original Forge World, yeah. But yeah, like the arms, because the arms and legs from the original, I'm making it so much bigger that they're not going to work. So I had to like make them all from scratch.
Right. Also, the funny thing was didn't you get one of those for free?
Yeah, because Forge World back in the day was horrible at customer service. They sent me a hair duel with big giant bubbles in it. And realistically, I could have fixed that. But I'm like, no, man, I paid way too much money for this. So I asked them for a replacement. And it took them like the better part of a year to get it to me. And then I called them and I was like, yo, guys, what the hell? Like, where's my replacement? And they're like, oh my God, we're so sorry. We'll send you another one. So they sent out another one. It got there in like a week. And then the original showed up like a month later.
Fuck.
So I bought one and I wound up with 3.
Wonderful old fool. That's why Forge World prices are so high, because they have to make up for
all the
those
bits
ridiculous.
All the product they just gave away.
Yeah.
So I guess their customer service is great, but annoying.
Oh, come on, get in there.
Whoa. Easy there, Daddy.
What?
You sounded really gross there for a second. Oh, come on, get in there. So you're working...
trying to get this bloody hand to fit.
You're working on Goliath. What are other people working on? Is anyone else doing
True.
WIP
Sound
Wednesday tonight?
off in the chat.
Sound off in the chat. Let us know what you're working on.
Almost there. We just sent off some Christmas gifts to Canada.
Oh, thanks.
Well,
Didn't have to do that.
Wifey did.
Thanks, wifey.
Honestly, you're not included in that list. Well,
Okay.
kind of.
That's fine. Considering my Christmas gift to you was sending you the thing that you paid for.
What?
I said, considering my Christmas gift to you was sending you the thing you paid for.
Oh, whatever. Who needs gifts? We're adults now.
Would you ever consider doing the Ho-Ho Hobby Vices?
Did I end up doing that?
Would you consider doing it?
No.
Why not?
I don't like the idea of somebody depending on me to send them a Christmas present that I don't even know the person, and then I also don't like the idea of me depending on somebody to send me a Christmas present, and the hope that what I spend, somebody else would spend on me.
Well, the situation is that, like, he's got a whole system set up, and, like, you're supposed to spend a certain amount, and you have to, like, commit to spend that amount, and, like, if you get something that isn't at least the minimum amount, you let him know, and then he'll, like, send you something special.
Right.
Yeah, he's got a whole system.
You've received your thing, right?
I've received my thing, but I'm determined to not open it until Christmas, because I never get miniatures for Christmas, so I'm excited to have miniatures to open at Christmas.
Yeah, that's a cool thing. Actually, maybe that is a reason I would participate. But then, like, there's also that, like, I'm going to convert a miniature for somebody for Christmas. That's a weird thing to give as well.
Let's talk about that. So I've exchanged some messages with the dude who runs it, and he has said that is a tricky subject, because the way Ho-Ho Hobby Vices works, the guy who runs it, his Instagram handle is Hobby Vices. I think he's on. I know he's on Instagram. He's also on Twitter, I think. And he told me that it is the case that people will, like, convert a miniature for someone or will paint a miniature for someone. Because I was trying to do something non-standard for my recipient. And he said that it's often the case that when that happens, the people who receive them complain.
Yeah.
because they're like, oh, I can't use this. Like, you converted this weird version that doesn't fit in my army, which I think is like not great. But the way I see it is that if you're going to do something weird, you have to go and spend the minimum amount, which I think is like $50 Canadian or like $40 US
That is
or
a
something.
good point. That you could say, "Oh, I'm going to use these bits I have lying around."
Yeah, so spend the
Make up a
minimum.
miniature
I'd say
that's
spend the
worth
minimum.
$200.
Yeah, spend the minimum. Get the person what they asked for, because they give you like a list that you can choose from, and then over and above that, you can do whatever the hell you want, because they can't really complain. You got them what they wanted, and then you made them something special. And if they don't appreciate the special, well, that's too bad. They can just be happy with the stock miniatures. I wanted to convert something for my recipient, but I actually ran out of time. So I wound up making them this really cool case. Well, I think it's a cool case. I should show you guys the case. I made a case with a bunch of sculpting tools and putty and stuff in it, because they mentioned that they suck at sculpting. That was their words, not mine. And I was like, we can fix that. So I'm going to give them the case. And then I might offer to give them a sculpting lesson online or something like that, if they're interested.
Cool.
Yeah. Just felt like it was good. It was good that I got someone who didn't like sculpting, because I love sculpting and I love helping other people love sculpting.
Did you get them any miniatures or anything?
Yes, but I'm not going to go into that because it needs to be a surprise.
Okay.
But wait, 1 sec. I will get the case.
What did you ask for?
I can't really remember what I asked for. I think I kind of rambled all over the place. I think I was like, I like Tyranids, and I'm curious about Warcry, and maybe, what's the, Titanicus? So I really have no idea what to expect. I just kind of enumerated the different things that I'm into and let them figure it out and pick for themselves, whatever works for them.
Wait a minute. Just finished baking some mushroom sculpts for 1 out of 5 terrain sets I'm making. Is Crafting Troll the guy who told us about that mixing plasticine with...
Yeah, I think that, because Crafting Troll used to be Mork and Gork.
Okay.
Crafting Troll, were you the one who told us about baking Milliput and plasticine? Is that you?
You gotta, one day when I can't get on, you gotta get Crafting Troll to tell us the magic.
All right. Okay, so this is just a box. But in here, gotta get that out of there. So I got a wooden box that I got at an antique store.
Why did you put the nails in it, or did it come with those nails in it?
I had to put the nails in to hold anchor the rubber. Yeah. So my idea was to make this into a sculpting kit. So it's a wooden box that looks like this. I definitely got overcharged for this box. It is not that good, but hopefully it holds up pretty well. And what I did was, if you've been following on Instagram or Twitter, you will have seen this. I poured silicone in it, so that's mold silicone, that's solid, and I made a case. So we've got the epoxy sculpt here, we've got green stuff, and we've got a thing of Nivea, and then we've got some of my favorite sculpting tools. This is an original German bullet sculptor, that thing that I can't get for anyone. I had one extra left, so this guy better appreciate it. Got a knife tool, a really nice spoon tool, a ball burnisher, and a kind of cheapy silicone shaper for smoothing flat pieces. And then I made some stamps. So this stamp here is I've done the sculpting stitches video. This is the stamp to get the stitches shape. And then inspired by Wilhelm Miniatures, who made these stamps for doing kind of pustules, I made these 2 stamps with different sized things on it. So yeah, these green things around the edges, these are all the nails that I put in there and then covered with epoxy sculpt to act as anchors to keep the silicone in. Because the silicone might stay in there, but if you flexed it the right way, it might just pop out. So you can see that everything is in there pretty solid. It's not falling out. And then if you want, you can work out of here, or you can pull out the putty, get to work on it. You can put it in there if you want, and just leave it in there and just kind of cap it. Yeah.
Nice, very nice.
I'm pretty happy with it.
Now, the guy doesn't know anything. Like, I think he kind of has to have a sculpting lesson from you, because if he opens out, he's like, okay, these are putties. Why is there fucking hand cream in here?
It puts the cream on its tools or it gets the hose. So my goal, I think tomorrow night, I'm going to record a video using this setup, just like taking everything out and like showing him how it works and what it's for. And then
That's a great idea.
I'll leave a link inside the box to that video, and I'll make that video private so that he can watch it and
That's awesome.
figure out how it works. Yeah. I showed it to my wife, and she pulled a your wife. She's like, how much did that cost? How much time did you put into this? How much are you supposed to be spending? I'm like, shut up. Just be generous.
Hold on, I gotta read a lot of some comments.
Sure.
Kajan says he wouldn't want a painted model. Conversion might be okay. It might be useful. Jacob
I agree.
says, oh, that's nice. Warcry is badass. Kajan says, I ordered a box of Warcry Chaotic Beasts after seeing that gargoyle conversion you showed up the other day using the new Fury model. For Fury. Mechanica says, working on a Night Haunt warband, Kajan, but lately I like Ink 24 conversions, and I think I want to try a Tech Priest. Crafting Troll, yes. I used to be Mork and Gork. Been working on the Milliput plasticine mix for about 30 hours the last 6 days. Learned a lot how to handle it, but there's a lot of tricks you need to learn to use it. Oh, geez. Sounds cool. I think it's really cool.
Of course you do. It bakes. You love everything that bakes.
I want to know why Crafting Troll changed his name from Mork and Gork to Crafting Troll.
Yeah, Crafting Troll, he said earlier something about GWIP. Crafting Troll, give us the full story, please. What is the story for your name change?
Curses.
In fact, I like to remind people of this. It was Crafting Troll who inspired me to get back to making sculpting videos years ago. So he's near and dear to my heart.
Why don't you get him on the show one day?
I should. Crafting Troll, would you want to be the guest host with me? At some point?
The ghost?
The ghost. The guest host. Oh, and Hydra and I are trying to set up something really sweet for the holiday period. We're going to try and get on together and sculpt together.
Ooh.
So I keep saying that we're going to post a poll and ask people what they want to learn how to sculpt. We're actually going to do that, and then Hydra and I are going to have kind of like a sculpting race where we're going to ask Brother Pink to be our moderator, and Brother Pink's going to, if you're available, you're going to pick something from a list of suggestions of what people want to learn to sculpt, and then you're going to tell us, and then we're going to have to sculpt it, and we'll both get our camera set up to see how we solve the problems.
That's cool.
Think of it like Master Chef. Or no, wait, Iron Chef. But with putty.
Iron Chef.
The only thing is that Hydra, I don't know if he's gotten his camera yet. He ordered a camera, but it hasn't shown up. So that might be the limiting factor.
Hydra needs a camera. Got it.
Yes.
So instead of Iron Chef, Putty Chef?
Putty Chef. I like it.
Putty Chef.
Is it Iron? No, Iron Sculptor? Would that be more accurate? I don't know.
But you're not sculpting iron.
Yeah, but the iron doesn't have anything to do with Iron Chef, buddy.
But like a Putty Chef is like you're cooking with putty now, right?
Yeah, exactly. But Iron Chef is more like he's a chef, and like the iron is that they're tough. Like Iron Man, that's what it is. Right?
I think that is, I don't know.
Okay.
Problematic, no.
Why don't we do what we can always do? Let's ask the chat.
All right, fine.
If we're going to have a competition with sculpting, what do we call it? Do we call it Putty Chef? Do we call it Iron Sculptor? Do we call it something else?
The greatest sculptors.
Share your ideas in the comments. Save us from ourselves.
I should try to read the comments, shouldn't I? That's going to be interesting to see how you'll manage to that get together given Germany is about to go in a hard lockdown. Oh, it's going to be over the internet.
It's over the internet, man.
Hard lockdown. Yikes. I thought we were talking about a hard lockdown last week.
This feels like my work. Oh, yeah, it's going to happen this week or next week. I thought you said that last week. Oh, yeah, no, we said that last week about this week. No, I'm pretty sure you said that last week about last week. But okay, sure.
Right. Here, no lockdowns.
Even though there probably should be.
Bliss. What?
I was laughing at your ignorance is bliss comment.
Oh. Sculptor. Nom Nom's Kitchen. Oh, I like that.
Nom Nom's Kitchen.
Holiday Sculpt Off. What about Green Stuff Sculpt Off? But you're not going to use only green stuff.
Right.
Putty Boys.
Putty Boys. That sounds like a
Let's
porn.
Get Sticky.
Oh, man.
The Great European Sculpt Off. It's not bad.
I'm not European.
What about
Oh, Bake
Transatlantic
Off.
Sculpt
Okay,
Off?
gotcha. No, but it's like the Great British Bake Off.
Yeah, but you're not in Europe.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know how that works. The Great Non-American Sculpt Off. I'm sure that'll be a...
Transatlantic Sculpt Off.
Yeah, it's getting a bit complicated, though, is my only concern.
Yeah, true. Craft Off.
It's not like...
Too hard.
It's not the Sculpt Off that's the problem. It's the Transatlantic that's the problem.
Right.
Sounds like you're going to have to set your clock for it. Well, I guess we can ask Hydra what he
We
thinks.
are currently in a soft lockdown in Germany, but it's not working, and our hospital capacity is running out. We are below 20%, and thus they start panicking now and talk hard lockdown. Yikes.
Yeah, Hydra was talking about like this renovation that they're doing at his house, and he's like, yeah, it'll be finished just in time for Christmas. I'm like, sorry, does Christmas mean anything in Germany? Because Christmas doesn't mean anything here. Like, no one is having anyone over to their house. Although we've taken pity on Mom. We've gotten her to take stuff seriously so that she can join us at Christmas.
Nice.
It's inspired her to take the pandemic seriously, which is a good win.
Wonderful. Is that jerk with the barbecue store still getting in shit?
Jerk with the barbecue store got charged.
Apparently he hasn't paid not licensing, but for like
a business
city
license
for like years, and he only got charged $800 once.
Yeah, so yeah, he doesn't have a business license, and
Kate's dad is super pissed at this guy.
Why?
Because Kate's dad is pretty passionate about barbecue to begin with, and the fact that this guy is just fucking turning his nose up at everything drives Kate's dad crazy.
Interesting. He's making barbecue look bad.
Yeah.
Maybe Kate's dad should buy his restaurant and open his own barbecue place in Leaside.
Kate's dad's got a buddy who runs a barbecue. Like, Kate's dad does a barbecue once a year.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah. But he's been...
Is it okay that we're calling her Kate? No one knows who she is. Okay, never mind.
He's been touting this Indian place on the Danforth across from Carrot Common.
Really?
Really good.
I know it. I've never been there.
Because it's really good.
Yo, you know where we found the best Indian place?
Where?
Laird in Eglinton. Do you remember Onassis Pizza?
Yeah?
It's where Onassis Pizza used to be. It is amazing. It is so good. I think it's
I don't remember where Onassis is.
It's on that like gross strip. The gross strip between Sutherland and Laird.
Okay.
On the north side.
Onassis Pizza.
It's okay. You don't need to remember it. It was a weird
I think
Greek
I do remember
place.
Onassis. Wasn't it like a walk-in restaurant?
Yeah, you sit down.
Okay. Because that used to be a bar.
Oh, it looks like it, yeah.
And we would go in there to drink underage.
What? No way, because I went and had pizza there when I was in grade 6, man.
Yeah?
So, like, no way you were drinking there unless you were drinking in grade 2.
In high school.
No, I'm talking when we were at North Lee. God, this is too much information.
Fine.
This is inside baseball. Nobody cares. Anyway, good Indian place.
Maybe I should read the comments.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they'll save us from ourselves.
Christmas is meaning a lot in Germany. Lots of people said in questionnaires that they plan to break COVID rules for Christmas.
That is stupid. That is how you
lift lockdown for Christmas officially.
Oh, God.
Do it like a light novel title. A Canadian man, a German man take community submissions to see who sculpts the submission fastest. The whole Adamson barbecue thing is disgusting. Oh, Forest Sprite.
Oh yeah, Forest Sprite knows all about it. So Forest Sprite, that guy went to our high school.
I gotta check out. What? Forest Sprite went to our high school?
No, Forest Sprite, that barbecue asshole went to our high school.
Apparently he's a year younger than me. Because I gotta remember the name of that bar that I think replaced Onassis. a very humorous story from that bar.
They would serve you?
Okay, so I wish I could remember. The name was like something lounge. Like a drink lounge, like the name of a drink and lounge. And,
like Manhattan Lounge or something?
Like the Cavassier, I think it was the Cavassier Lounge.
Oh my god, really?
We just called it Cavassier. And so, like, at one point in high school, it was basically like a bunch of different groups of people hanging out in this bar. And then
in high school, to be clear,
kind of knew the owner of Cavassier Lounge. And at one point, like, we climbed on the roof of Cavassier and we were smoking. And then this guy was out front, and it was this kind of guy that I hated. So I thought I found like a stuffed animal that had been sitting on the roof rotting, and I was like, "Oh, this stuffed animal is all soggy." And I like,
oh no,
off the roof.
It was a corpse.
Like, what the fuck? Somebody just threw a dead squirrel at me. So I'm on the roof of this bar, and he goes through the bar and out the back exit where the ladder onto the roof is. And before he gets there, I like run down and jump off, and then he's there with the owner trying to find who the fuck just threw this dead squirrel at him. Like, I think I ran down the alleyway and then went up some stairs somewhere else and hid there until they left, and then just never came back. I swear it was a stuffed animal. I swear it was like a teddy bear.
You're a special human being. This is why I like you so much.
People here are totally still visiting family for Christmas.
Where's that? Germany?
A couple people who've had the vaccine in the UK have had allergic reactions to it. Putty play is a suggestion. Liz McKenna goes heading out, I think.
Good luck with your cyberpunk thing.
So is the Indian restaurant called Mount Everest Restaurant?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where Cavassier used to be.
It's
I think.
so
actually, you know
good.
what? I think it's beside. I think the sports place used to be Onassis.
No, the sports place is too big. It's too big. The sports place used to be like a place where you buy like tools and shit.
That bloody church is still there.
Is that a church? I thought it was a theater.
No, I'm pretty sure it's like a front for
Scientologists?
What's the one where you get all the wives?
Oh, Mormonism?
Maybe.
No, wait. No, not Mormonism. The other one. I don't know. If you know what the hell we're talking about, post it in the comments. If you know what particular kind of bullshit the Brothers Pink are getting into, post it in the comments.
True. If you want to hear Orbit the Cavassier Lounge, unfortunately.
What?
Oh, such a good name, Cavassier. Oh man.
It's a drink. That's kind of drink though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was called the Cavassier Lounge.
It's a kind of booze, I think.
And like honestly, I went there once, and then I think it was closed down the next time.
It's because someone was throwing squirrels off the roof.
I don't think it was Mormons. I think it was Mennonite. I don't know. David Hills, 2 people of several thousand with pre-existing conditions that have to carry EpiPens had allergic reactions. It's absolutely overblown media panic.
Yeah, they said that people who have like significant allergies, like I have a friend who has to carry EpiPens and she's allergic to everything. Like she needs to be worried, but nobody else.
If you go and they're like, "Oh, I am allergic to cat hair," they're like, "Sorry, you can't have this vaccine." I'm like, what? There's cat hair in it? Possibly.
We can't disclose that. It's a trade secret.
Yeah, allergic reaction to flu shots are a known thing and normal. Yeah, totally. I'm allergic to vaccines. I'm a little concerned.
Who's concerned about vaccines?
David Hills is allergic.
Oh, David is actually allergic though. Yeah, like he's legit allergic. Man, it's a good thing I got this sweet handle to hold this thing while it dries.
Baptists? I don't think she's a Baptist. Or they're Baptist, that church. What the heck are they? Oh, boy.
Just look up churches, many wives, and I'm sure you'll find the answer.
I think it is a Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints thing.
That is not many wives. Unless I am misrepresenting Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints.
Yeah, Baptist or it's a Latter-day Saints church, I believe.
Did you just find it on the internet, or?
No. I used my brains.
Okay.
Remember what was the name of the convenience store that was on that block?
You know Gail owned that convenience store?
She did?
Yeah.
For a bit?
Dad says that was Gail's convenience store. He says that she owned like a bunch of different things on that strip. Do you know Jimmy Howe died?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he died 2 years ago. Like, he died...
2 years ago?
He died last November.
Also, shouldn't be using names.
Oh, shit. Right.
Did Dad go to the funeral?
No, I don't think so. I didn't even know this happened, and then Mom was like, "Oh, did you know that like he died?" And I was like, "No, I didn't know." She's like, "Oh, I saw the memorial this year. Make sure you tell your dad." And it took me like a month to tell Dad.
Oh,
And I'm like, "Oh man," I like sat down. I'm like, "Oh, do you know this?" He's like, "Of course I know that. Your older brother told me." I'm like, "Oh, how did he know?" He's like, "He works at Sunnybrook. They were at Sunnybrook all the time." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
General, okay. The general is shilling his book and thus said Trump knows about it and will tell
is this
more in
the
his new book about this alien federation. It's going to fuel conspiracies.
Did you hear about this alien thing?
No.
So, this happened this week. I feel like we're doing like a news program about what happened in the news
Whatever.
this week.
I kind of need this.
No, it's good. It's hilarious. This Israeli security official claims that there's a galactic federation of aliens that has contacted the United States and Israel, but nobody else, and that they would like to make contact with humans, but humans are not ready yet. Because of course the aliens would choose the United States and Israel if they were contacting anyone on this planet. And they would determine that the United States and Israel are ready. The United States, which doesn't provide free healthcare for their citizens, is ready for intergalactic contact, but not the rest of the world.
And Israel,
Yeah,
totally.
yeah. I got issues with the government of Israel. They do some crazy stuff. Got no problems with anyone else in that country, but the government. Oh my god.
Yeah. I watched a really interesting documentary of the rabbi in the UK that's against, like I think Hasidic, he's like super religious and he's totally against Israel. And he says
that is a really hard position to take because everyone will call you a self-hating Jew.
Well, he's a rabbi though. And
no,
also,
but
like,
even then, like
one thing he says is that basically the Jewish religion says you cannot have a nation like that until the Messiah returns.
Oh, really?
He has to return first before you can do it. And then also the fact that they've stolen land and they're killing people, it goes against basically the basic tenets of Judaism.
I'm not surprised. I do not think that a religion
also,
would be cool with that.
Yeah. But whatever.
But it's just like the government of Israel wearing Judaism as like a shield, because you can't criticize the government of Israel, because if you criticize the government of Israel, you're anti-Semitic. It's like, no, those are two different things. Like I said this to a friend at work, and she was like, "What do you have against Jews?" I'm like, "I don't have anything against Jews."
Yeah, I love Jews. Like, watching this documentary, that rabbi, I want to be his best friend. He seems like such a
cool dude,
lovable character.
Such a lovable character. Oh, he's so wholesome. You know, that little Rebbe. Getting ideas.
Sorry, I probably should read the...
You most definitely should. Come on, buddy.
It's the week of alien news. Oh, MS. Try to say Jewish person instead of Jew. Sorry. People might take offense, buddy.
Didn't know that.
Pretty sure
Thanks.
It was an accidental slip. Who's MS?
Jewish. I'm MS. Modern synthesis.
Modern synthesis?
Yeah.
Jewish person.
My mistake. Thanks, man.
No offense was meant. And there was this study released a few days ago where they proved genetic material in meteoroids.
What?
I think, well, they found somewhere I read that they found the like one, what the hell, I'm going to fuck it up, I'm not going to continue.
What? All I heard was they found...
There's these three basic things you need for life, and they've just found the third one on Mars. They found the first two, and they found the third one finally, so it's...
Possible?
I don't know, yeah.
That there was some stuff on Mars and it died when Mars imploded?
No, it's just the things you need for life to exist.
The building blocks, yes.
Yeah.
Is it carbon, hydrogen, and... No, that'd be too easy.
Maybe that's what he's talking about. Maybe it wasn't a meteor, not on Mars. nitrogen, I think it was, or something.
Yeah, but I don't know. Aren't those things fairly common? Guess not.
But to find it stuck on a meteoroid.
Yep. So
Is it some sort of brown goo? What was that Expanse thing you were posting about? You never answered me, so just wait and find out.
oh, I backed a Kickstarter and
Is it a game?
No. It's a replica of the Rossi. It's like a one
Okay.
What is it? One
Do you have to print it?
no, fuck no, I hate that. What is the wait, 135 is small.
135 is bigger than a Space Marine, though, I think.
No, but how does scale work? Is 1/16 huge or is 1/16 tiny?
Okay, 1/200th is smaller than a Space Marine.
Okay, so 1/16 is larger than a Space Marine.
Yes.
Okay, this might be like
1/16th?
yeah, or like a 110. Oh no, okay, maybe 110 is a bit ridiculous. It's big.
Well, actually, 115 is actually basically, I think, Space Marine proportions, but not heroic.
Okay, gotcha. So I backed this Kickstarter for a version of the Rossi that's like bigger than a Forge World model.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's big. It's this thing called Idea Planet. Just look up Idea Planet Rocinante.
Okay.
They said it's the 3 types of amino acid needed for life.
What?
Was it JAXA that found this thing?
What do I have to
Now I
search
want to
again?
know what these guys are talking about. Idea Planet Rocinante.
Okay.
I want to hear about this meteorite with the amino acids. Was it the JAXA probe that found them? People tell me.
Well, isn't there Japanese stuff coming back sometime soon?
That's JAXA. I'm pretty sure. I look forward to us all getting into alien symbiotes from that probe.
Oh, okay. That's not that big.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
But there's a whole bunch of other shit. Like I'm getting like flags and like badges and I don't know.
Are you getting the guns and the land
Whoa!
gear and the...
Craig, it's by Hokkaido University.
Oh, shit. They're going to bring it back here and somebody's going to become...
It is JAXA.
Venom.
Boyle, you're going to become Venom. Hokkaido University is where Brother Pink lives, guys. He's got this. He's got the aliens under lock.
Oh, God. Hokkaido University is crazy. There's so many sections of it that are incredibly overgrown with, like, bushes
Really?
and shit.
That sounds amazing.
There's
I want
like
to go see that.
buildings that have fallen into disrepair. And
I want to see that.
It's a cool campus.
I've
but
never
it's
been there.
insane. What?
I've never been.
You haven't? It was like the best shortcut to get downtown
What?
from my old place. Because it was basically, it ran between my old apartment and downtown.
No, I would just go straight to the
down
subway.
main- What?
I would just go straight to the subway and then book it down.
Right. Oh, we'll go next time. It's a pretty cool place to walk
Yeah,
around.
next time. Like I could get to Japan anytime soon. Jesus, I wish.
Whatever. Yeah, and it's called Key Building Blocks for Organic Molecules Discovered in Meteorites.
Nice.
JAXA is Japan's space program.
Oh, I thought JAXA was the name of the probe. Whoops.
JAXA.
Glad these people are more informed than I am.
Do you remember what NEXT stands for?
No. Mountain Equipment Extreme Training?
Yeah. Get us an interview with them. Me? Get an interview with JAXA. Oh, great. That'll be fine. Sumimasen, shitsumon aru, venom arimasu ka?
Craig, it's alive! Venom Imaska! That was amazing. I love it. That's how I would ask them. Internet no tomodachi no Warhammer wa Shitsumon ga
Mitai. Onegai shimasu. Superhero.
UFO no hito mitai desu.
Oh my god.
God, we're the worst Japanese ever.
Yerp.
So I made this awesome armor plate on my leg weeks back, and now I'm trying to replicate it, and it's going to be a disaster. I can tell right now.
Oh, there we go. Are you going to get a light up illuminating engine thruster on your Rocinante?
I don't know. I can't remember if they put that in there.
I see the patches and a backpack.
A backpack? I don't remember getting a backpack.
Very interesting. Metal challenge coins.
Yeah, those are the easiest things to produce, probably, that they can sell for more money.
Ooh, I like that. Metal ship plaques.
Yeah, they're kind of cool.
Well, what's this one?
I'll do an
the
unboxing
Canterbury
for
one
you.
looks sick.
Yeah, that one looks really
Dominatrix,
good.
Canterbury, Agatha King.
They're pretty good ships.
Yeah. Recruitment posters.
I don't remember that.
Oh, very cool. Oh, you got the flags? The banner collection?
Yep.
Oh my. Oh my.
I'm going to put them up behind me in the studio here. Well, I'll definitely put up the MCRN one, because that's the cool one. But I don't know about the lame-o Earther one. You know, Expanse comes back in like a week?
Yep. I honestly, like, I love the book. The show is great, but I have so much trouble accessing the show that I just kind of let it.
So it's not on Japan Amazon Prime? Or do you guys not have Japan Amazon Prime?
I don't have Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Honestly, like with all these things, I just feel that patience is the best thing. You just wait, and eventually it'll land in your lap.
Well, it's coming out on DVD. Season 4 is coming out on DVD the day before Season 5 releases, I think.
Okay.
I don't know if you can get the DVDs in Japan, but...
But, like, there's only one really thing I want to see.
Which,
like,
without
that, like,
spoilers,
when I read the
what's...
books, I'm like,
I know what it is.
This.
Yeah.
I want to see this part on the show. And so, like, I kind of just want to pull out the parts that I want to see and watch those parts.
Oh.
Feelings about Expanse getting canceled after season 6.
It's not getting canceled. Let's talk about this. Okay, so...
Okay.
I am a giant Expanse nerd. Wait, was that Forest Sprite who said that? Oh no, it was Kajan, because Kajan is our brother from another mother. So Expanse is not getting canceled after season 6. Expanse is no longer going to be an Amazon property after season 6. Amazon's not going to be producing a further season of Expanse. So if you've read the books of Expanse, I'm not going to get any spoiler territory, but something happens between book 6 and book 7 that makes it a very opportune place to take a break.
Right.
To split the narrative, to do something different, possibly. So when this news came out, I also thought that Expanse was getting canceled, and I was pissed. So I went to James S.A. Corey's Twitter, because James S.A. Corey is the pseudonym for the authors of The Expanse. And one of them is very active on Twitter under James S.A. Corey. Very left-wing, very, like, no patience for Republican bullshit, because they're American. But, yeah, so very active on Twitter and very, like, shares information when they have it. Like, they don't, like, keep anything close to their vest or anything. So when everyone was freaking out and saying, like, oh my God, because, like, Cass Anvar, one of the main actors from The Expanse, got accused of all this sexual misconduct and stuff like that, they were like, oh my God, Cass Anvar got the show canceled, or oh my God, they're canceling the show because this weird thing that happens with the story between book 6 and book 7 is so challenging and they could never do that on television. So the author came out and said, okay, this is all bullshit. It's not Cass Anvar. It's not because of the thing that happens between book 6 and book 7. It's something else. And it sounds like it's just like production situation. The way he sees it, he sees getting 6 seasons of a TV show out, a sci-fi TV show, is like a miracle as far as he's concerned. So I live in hope that what's going to happen is that Expanse as we know it is going to finish in 6 seasons, and that leaves the door open for another different Expanse to pick up.
Right.
I don't know if it's going to be with Amazon. I don't know if they're going to, like, shop it around to other people, but that's my hope.
How many seasons has Amazon produced?
They've produced...
Or will have produced?
They will have produced 3. So there will have been 3 seasons at Sci-Fi and 3 seasons at Amazon. And now there could be 3 seasons somewhere else. 3 seasons at Sci-Fi, 3 seasons at Amazon, because Amazon's picked it up for 1 more season after this one.
Right.
That they haven't
now, the
filmed
one
yet.
thing I wonder, though, is that when the show gets shifted like this, so, like, one thing I've heard is that after 2 seasons of a show, there's a massive spike that you have to pay your actors.
Oh.
But then I wonder if once they sold it after the first 3 seasons, if that completely dropped again, or I guess they come back on. Like, I wonder
How can that be for every
affects
show? Surely different shows negotiate this differently.
Right, but I wonder how it does affect the actors' pay, and if it drops after 6 seasons and then somebody else picks it up again, sure, they're going to get paid at maybe the same level of pay that they were getting for the 6th season. They'll get in the 7th season, but then they don't have that constant. I don't know. I might have to leave soon, Nick.
Because you're making shit up?
No, because I have to poo.
Okay. How's the chat going?
After. Chat is everybody's heading out. Force Bright heading out.
Why is everyone getting?
Has to head out.
Everyone's getting friggin' Cyberpunk or whatever, aren't they? You bastards! You're banning me for Cyberpunk.
Once you have 6 seasons, you have to reach 100 episodes for syndication. Isn't that how it works over there? I've got to go. I'll be back. Okay.
Okay.
See you in a minute.
Okay, I feel like this is one of the randomest streams that we ever did.
Of course.
You go ahead. Go for it. I hope people are having a good time watching me slowly sculpt this weird armor plate on this Dom leg, because I feel like all we're doing is really talking bullshit. But maybe that's what you tune in for. Maybe that's what you enjoy. I'm glad to be working on the Dom again. I'm glad Brother Pink kicked me in the ass and told me to do this, because it's been too long. And my client has been very patient in waiting for it, but probably too patient. So hopefully, over the holidays, I can keep plugging away on the Dom and make some more progress. Because I do this thing where I get to this point where the model is like, I don't know, I want to say like 65, 70% done. And for some reason I get overwhelmed. I'm like, oh my God, there's so much shit left to do on this model. But really there isn't. And I kind of reached that with the Gun Beast. It's like this plateau that I need to like tip over or something. Where I feel like it's overwhelming and I just need to suck it up, stick the pieces that I have together, and then sculpt the bits that go in between, and then everything is gravy. So I got to hit that gravy point with the Dom. And the only way to do that is to do it. I think I'm kind of getting this armor plate thing again. This is why organic stuff is always easy to sculpt. It doesn't have to be as symmetrical as inorganic stuff. But still, a bit of symmetry is nice. Oh, man. So, Kajan, what do you think about the whole Expanse thing? I don't know if you've said and I missed it. Everyone gets Cyberpunk because people like their hype trains, and Witcher has done well and lots of goodwill by the customers. So, Kajan, talk to me about the Expanse. Yeah. Oh, sorry. A bunch of people. Force Sprite probably has other shit to do, but other people who are in Europe, please go to bed. I don't want to keep you up. This is not super wrapped and engaging content, so if you need to get sleep, you get sleep. I appreciate you showing up. And honestly, I wanted to say this earlier, and I should have said it before a bunch of people dropped off, but sometimes I'm not as hype about having the stream as I probably should be. And sometimes I'm not really inspired about what like I should work on or what I should show people. So it's sometimes tough where I'm like, oh, should I stream? I don't know. But every time I get here, you people always brighten me up. And it's always good to like see y'all and chat with y'all and get your questions and like talk bullshit, talk about alien probes and whatnot. Yeah, so I really appreciate it. And I really appreciate everyone showing up and being a part of it. So thank you very much. Especially people in Europe who have to stay up really late for this. I appreciate that most of all. So thank you. And hopefully you get some entertainment out of it. But yeah, the Great British Bake Off, or the Great Tyranid Bake Off, or whatever the heck we're going to call it, that should be awesome. I really hope that Hydra can get his camera stuff sorted, and he can get special dispensation from taking care of his wee midgets to spend some time with us. But the benefit of Hydra being in Germany is that we can... the hell is going on here? Oh, that's what I did. The benefit of Hydra being in Germany is that we can go late his time, and his wee midgets are in bed, so we don't have to worry about the wee midgets getting in the way. And I don't have any wee midgets, so I am more flexible, and I can make a time that is more flexible for his midget schedule. He just has to manage the schedule of his Norn Queen at that point. So what I'm trying to do here is I got this fucking crazy shape that has nothing to do with any Tyranid that was ever made before. Where we got like... Oh, you can't see that. Hold on. Let's see if I can... Oh, and of course now it's way too dark. What if we do this? It's this crazy shape. Oh, Brother Pink's back. Hello.
I'm back.
That was a really fast dump. Oh, Colin's here. Awesome.
Buddy, I wonder if I could check. Well, never mind. I'm staying, but in fairness, it's 1:30 a.m. Where am I going to go? Why does everyone get cyber? Because people like their hype trains, and Witcher has done well, and lots of goodwill by the customer. Random stuff is fun, but it would be great if you could focus the chat more on the project you're working on than random stuff.
Who's saying that?
But that's Crafting Troll. So you want me to
actually
lead
wait?
or
Stop!
talk
Stop!
about-
Stop! 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 Crafting Troll. I really appreciate you helping us focus the chat on the actual project. I really appreciate you asking questions about the project because I feel like I don't always know what people want to know, and I could just sit here being like, "Let me wax lyrical about this dominatrix idea I had." And I don't know if people are into that, so it was really helpful to have you ask that question about the DOM and like ask to get some clarification about the concept or whatever. So yes, thank you for helping with that.
But people need to talk.
People do need to talk. I don't want to be too like I want to give people what they want. So if they're here for Tyranids, I want to give that to them. But I also want to give people the chance to talk some shit.
Like I think right now, this is what it is. But people like I like YouTube's videos that I can just pick up and play in the background as I sculpt. And if it's all like you got to look at what's going on to kind of follow along. It's hard to sculpt while you're doing that. So
and people have told me they do that.
Shit about Israeli alien conspiracies.
Yeah, maybe people need to know about Israeli alien conspiracies and they haven't heard about it elsewhere.
The thing I was thinking about on the can is, did you hear the sad news about the monolith?
What's the sad news about the monolith?
There's that monolith they found in the desert in this completely remote area.
It's gone.
It's gone, and the people who apparently took it are like Christians, that they don't like that it was, I don't know.
Were they? No, I thought that they were just like leave no trace people that like nature. That's what I heard.
I heard the people that took credit for it was supposed to be like some religious group.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's interesting. That gives it a whole new dimension.
Yeah.
Our alien overlords are going to be pissed.
I don't know, like when you feel that a random metal thing in the middle of nowhere challenges your religion, I think. I agree.
That's a problem.
That your religion is
fragile.
not on very sure footing.
Fragile.
To begin with. I
completely agree. That's like those people who are like afraid of like Harry Potter because it's going to like lead their children astray and make them into Satanists. It's like, what are you doing wrong with your religion that a book can make the kids into Satanists? Like,
Colin W has some marine stuff to paint, so maybe he can get a game with Scar. I don't know what that is. Game in with Skary with them.
Scary. Oh, Scary is a.
But sculpting takes time.
Scary's another.
In my state. Jade Finch had the monolith in his state. Oh my god.
Oh, cool. Jade Finch, did you go see it?
Up late, but as long as I don't have to work in the morning, I like to hang out and find out more informative that some people who do sculpting tutorials. Glad it helps. I'm pretty much here for your creative process, tips, and tricks, and how your sculpts/projects take shape, since I'm always looking for new ways to improve my craft. That's Sculpting Troll.
Awesome. Crafting Troll.
Crafting Troll, why did you change your name? Did you ever...
Yeah, tell us. Did we miss that in the comments? Tell us more about why you changed your name.
When we were talking about Israeli alien conspiracies, we may have missed your... Dude, those leg armors look super sweet.
I'm really happy with them. So the secret here, Crafting Troll, is that in case you've missed this somewhere else, I don't know. Hold on, let me change the video view so that you can see it. The secret.
You can see the screws on the monolith.
Oh, I know that. But the secret to getting these really sharp plates is that I took a piece of plastic card tube and I cut it into like the rough shape that I wanted, and that helps you to get like these thin sculpts sticking out from your miniature, because you can never do that with clay. It's never going to work well for you, but you get like the plastic armature behind to sit it on, and you can kind of see it here. There's a bit of armature in there. And wait. Oh, and this is a good example. This bit here, you can see the plastic armature sticking out. Hold on. It's a little white. But if you look behind, it's the similar plastic tube that I cut into this kind of like barb shape or whatever, sticky outy shape. And that's what's helping me here get the plate to kind of like sit away from the model, because I've got that armature underneath.
Monoliths are popping up everywhere.
Yeah, there was the one in Romania, right?
DW sucks. End of story. That's why I changed
What?
the name.
Who said that? Oh, okay.
Crafting troll. My idea of the monolith is like you make your monolith, you hide all the screw holes. It looks like a big solid chunk of metal. It's got a top, but actually it's hollow inside, and inside are a bunch of propane tanks.
A bunch of Roman warriors?
What?
A bunch of Roman warriors?
Propane tanks. So that if somebody tries to take it away with a blowtorch.
Oh man, I saw a GIF today on Twitter of this electrical fire in like an electrical transformer in some other country. I couldn't read the script. And there's a firefighter there pouring water on the electrical fire.
No.
And then it explodes. Oh my god. That's what your propane tanks remind me of. So yeah, crafting troll, I don't want to make you do all the work, but if you have any questions, please ask. If you see something you're like, wait, how did that work?
There were several monoliths around various places in the world. Many ones were very poor craftsmanship. But it's a nice thing.
I like it. It's mystery. It's cool.
Yeah.
I'm all about
makes
it.
The world a more magical place.
It does. I agree 100%. I don't need it to be aliens for it to be magical. It can be magical just because someone made it. Like, I love art like that, where people make like an art installation and no one ever takes credit for it. And they just give people joy. Like, Banksy kind of does that, but not really.
It's more important that the wonder that you get from doing that is more important than the credit.
Yeah, I agree.
Europe.
So, one thing that I don't love about Tyranid armor plates is that they're always the same shape. And if you've paid attention to my work, I mess around with Tyranid armor plate shapes. And it makes me happy. That's basically what I'm doing here. So the idea behind this crazy plate is that I realized that this thing's supposed to be like this big hulking monstrosity and armored wheelchair or whatever. But it didn't have enough armor for me. Like, the back armor is fine, but like the leg joints is a pretty important joint, so I wanted to have like a bigger armor plate to protect that joint. So that's why I went with this weird giant plate that wraps all the way around to kind of the back. Because normally Tyranids would just have...
leg are done?
They're pretty close to done. I might do a layer of green stuff over them to give a little more detail, but if you look at a Tyranid armor plate, the legs are usually on like the front face of it, which doesn't really help with armor, with shots coming in from the side. So I wanted to bring this armor plate more around the side to protect from that angle. God, it's all white. It's hard to see. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to replicate on the other side with that cool swooshy shape. I'm getting close, but it's not perfect.
Colin Duffy knows a guy who tried to put out a grease fire by throwing the grease pan out the front door while it was pouring rain.
Oh my god, it would have exploded! What happened?
Lost his eyebrows.
Oh my god.
Oh no, nearly lost his eyebrows.
Yeah, don't throw water in a grease fire.
When it's a grease fire, you throw some baking soda on there, right?
I think that's it, isn't it?
Or air conditioner. Drop an air conditioner on your grease fire. Bye-bye, grease
That'll
fire.
show it! I'll show this grease fire who's boss.
Fire extinguisher, not air conditioner. Get the air conditioner, really? I mean fire extinguisher. Europe. Oh man. So, have you ever, speaking of grease fires and random shit, have you ever heard of deep frying a turkey?
I think I have, yes.
I fucking want to try a deep fried turkey, and they are the most dangerous things you've ever seen.
What?
You get this, you're supposed to do it outside. You get a massive pot of oil to freaking get ready to fry, right? You're doing this all over the outside, and then you put a turkey into it, and it's like, it has the potential to just explode and kill everybody.
Are you serious?
Look up deep
Why?
fried turkey explosion.
Why is it going to explode?
Because, like,
there's water in the
first of all,
turkey?
you've got it on basically like a jet engine
Burner
outside, and then you've got this pot that's above it, and the pot has to be so tall, right, that it can fit a turkey in it.
Yeah.
So the oil in that pot is cooking, and it's such a tall thing anyways, right? You've got the burner, the thing that's going to support the pot that raises the height super high. Then you've got to find a way to lower the turkey in, which will start to spatter as soon as it hits the hot oil. So are you going to lower it by hand with a glove on, or you're going to have a contraption that'll lower it in there?
A crane. I'm going to use a crane.
A crane, fine. But also the fact is that it's so tall and top heavy that it could just fall over at any point.
Oh, no. Burning oil.
Yeah.
That's how they'd protect castles back in the day.
I want to eat it. I want to try it.
We'll get someone else to cook it for you.
Oil, you just don't dunk it in. For the win, dunk. So, who's that popping off?
Who?
Modred L.
I think I've seen Modred before.
Has Modred L ever deep fried a turkey?
Yeah, Modred, tell us about your experience deep frying turkeys.
I know a street market where they used to sell deep fried Twinkies.
I know a whole country where they'll sell you deep fried Mars bars.
Oh, yeah. I think the deep fried turkey is a very American thing, apparently. But
well, maybe Modred has American experience.
we gotta have some more experiences. Oh, what's going on now? Oh. My school has been doing all this prep for getting ready to go skiing, and there isn't any snow on the ground.
Oh no! It's been too warm? Or
I haven't had to
raining?
wear snow boots yet. I just go to work in my shoes and go home in my shoes. It's cold.
We got a pile of snow today.
What?
We got a pile of snow today.
Nice.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
It's funny, there's a million kids walking by my class with their little ski boots in their hands.
And no skiing to do.
No skiing to do.
So has it been too warm?
Cold?
Cold but no snow.
Cold but no snow.
Damn, that sucks.
We get minor flurries floating around in the air, but nothing sticks.
It's fucking Hokkaido. Come on, man. Get it together, weather.
And I'm on a mountain. You can actually look up the mountain and see where there is snow, but it's not here yet.
They should just walk up there.
Yeah, sure.
That's sad. No snow in Hokkaido? Man. It's supposed to be Snowtopia.
Oh, Moderate is Canadian.
Oh, wow.
Microforge on Instagram.
Microforge. Microforge.
All right.
Gotta look that up.
Deep fried chocolate bars, aren't they encased in some sort of batter?
Yes. And you get them in Scotland.
Oh.
Oh shit, I lost it. Microforge, you say? Ooh, that's a cool conversion. Sorry, I got distracted by Instagram.
As you do. Most people get distracted by Instagram ladies, but not Mr. Pink.
No, I get... Oh, Microforge. Oh, wait, I thought I was following Microforge. I recognize that icon. Oh, maybe Microforge is also on Twitter. Maybe that's where I recognize the icon from. Microforge does some badass... Whoa, shit. Some badass green stuff work. I mean, on Marines, we won't hold that against you, but badass Instagram work nonetheless.
Also, he's Canadian.
Yeah. Do we know? Oh, why don't I follow you? I've looked at your account. I remember your crazy blue outfit that you did for Anime North. Oh, you know why I don't follow you? It's because you got all these Marines, man. Damn.
Also known as?
Gun pigs. Did I pass?
You passed. fast.
Ah, but there's so much good green stuff. This is literally the bane of my existence on Instagram. When you post nothing but Marines, but there's lots of good green stuff. I don't know what to do.
So completely unrelated, I was highly considering buying you Nerf guns for Christmas this year.
Why? I do love Nerf guns.
Because
Oh wait,
there's
Crafting
a
Troll.
basically, there's another company that's outdone Nerf. It's called Dart Zone. It's out of China, and their guns are super strong and like super cool, and they're all about basically high-end Nerf, not like kids shooting each other in the face.
Yo, you can get me that all you want. Wait. We got something important going on. Crafting Troll's going to bed.
Yeah, sorry.
I need to head to bed,
Hey,
Mr.
that's
Pink,
fine.
or anyone else who is interested in the Milliput Plastine mix. I'll be doing a showcase video on my channel in the coming 2 days. Yo, why did YouTube hold that comment? That's a fine comment. Crafting Troll, get good sleep, man. Thanks for staying up with us.
The mushrooms, maybe?
Yeah, I look forward to seeing this Milliput Plasticine thing. You know what? I was messing with Milliput again the other day, and it felt like Plasticine.
Yeah.
So,
Can you get Milliput in Japan?
I don't know. I would just buy it on like...
Yeah.
Yeah, Modred has a point that they're Chaos Space Marines and there's a difference. That is true. I do have more patience for Chaos Space Marines than standard boring Space Marines.
You do have a Death Guard army sitting there.
Chaos Gun Pigs, I'm all about it.
The snow was less than great for me. I wanted to get more stuff done before work this morning, but had to add time to my commute to account for the road conditions.
This is Colin. Colin, if you're happy to share it on public on the stream, where do you work, man? What do you do? I don't actually know.
Looking forward to this video, Crafting Troll. Me too, Crafting Troll. Night all, says Crafting Troll.
Night, sir.
Oh,
I look forward to that.
I'm interested in baking, but I can't bake stuff here. I don't have an oven.
You don't have an oven? What about your fish fryer thing?
I'm not putting plasticine and milliput in my fish fryer.
No?
No.
Okay.
That's where my wife cooks fish.
Well, don't put it in while she's cooking the fish. You know what you got to do? You got to buy one of those like Gaijin ovens that they sell.
Right. So, back to my Dart Zone talk. This company, they make half length darts. So, like, think of the old Nerf darts.
Yep.
They make these half length ones, and apparently they're way better than Nerf darts. They're foam interior, but the outerior has like almost a rubberized coating.
Did you just say outerior?
Outerior. You heard me. It's a word.
Okay, yeah.
And so the most recent one they put out is this pistol.
Yeah.
And you have to load it has an internal magazine in the handle like a regular pistol.
Oh, badass.
And it's like the top prime, super strong spring. They go really straight.
Why didn't you get this for me? I'm all about it.
It's $79.99 American.
Holy toodle! That's expensive.
Well, Nerf itself has gone up in price too.
Really? On basis of what?
There's $200 Nerf guns.
Yeah, but aren't they like giant and shoot 40,000 darts?
A what?
Aren't they giant and shoot 40,000 darts when they're that expensive?
I guess, but these ones are just well made and they're kind of more for not kids playing with.
So you should have been waiting. You should have had this conversation when Blitz Mechanica was on the call because he is all about the Nerf.
Your guest is in Japan. Nathan York is asking about me being in Japan. Yes, I'm in Japan. I'm
Yes,
Mr. Pink's brother.
Nathan York, my guest host, is my brother, and he lives in Japan.
The ghost. Oh, Craft Control's gone out.
Good night, sir.
Yeah, Nathan York. I live in the northern reaches of Japan. Where it isn't snowing yet.
Wait, is Nathan York... I'm wondering if Nathan York, what's your Instagram handle? Well,
Every time Mr. Pink says, what's your Instagram handle?
If you're comfortable sharing it, because I think Nathan York is Thing of Ash, Wake of Ash, I think? I don't know. I'm confused now. Nathan York, if you're Wake of Ash, I'm pretty sure you are. Yeah, my brother did the JET program, like I did the JET program, and wound up staying in Japan.
Nathan
Getting
York
married.
Is Wake.
Wake. Okay, yes. So Wake is Wake previously worked in Japan and is hoping to work in Japan again.
Oh, cool. Konnichiwa.
Yes. Wake, you missed our terrible Japanese earlier.
Oh, God.
It was the worst. It was how Brother Pink would interview JAXA about their alien probe. Not Tohoku, Hokkaido. The real North. Not Tohoku. Please. They call that North?
I'm in Sapporo. Or Sapporo.
Sapporo. Or, wait, what's the kanji for that
Colin
one?
Duffy is a cleaner, but he spent time as a reporter, contractor, and a stint as a manager.
Holy toot.
And he's in the UK?
No, Colin Duffy's in Ontario, buddy. He lives in like Belleville or something.
I see. Hence
He
the
used to go to GW Lawrence. Young
Okay.
Lawrence. He has a massive Tyranid army. Massive.
Ooh.
Did I mention it's massive? It's massive.
Yes.
It used to take up like a whole display case at Games Workshop.
Nathan York says, let's talk about it later. What color is Tyranids?
They're blue, right, Colin? Blue and red, I think. I think it's blue skin, red carapace. Last
Okay, maybe I've seen
I
them.
recall. That was back when like Games Workshop was run by Mike, and they let
Mike.
people who went to the store regularly store their miniatures in the cases. Now they don't do that anymore.
They don't?
No.
What's in the cases then?
Only Games Workshop miniatures.
Only Game Workshop employees miniatures?
Yeah, or store miniatures or stuff like that.
Okay.
I haven't actually been there in a while. No what?
No conversions?
I don't think so.
You know, it's weird.
I'm not sculpting on the thing. What the heck?
What are they called? Jesus.
Jesus.
Mind
Yeah,
blank.
Jesus is a little weird. I mean, a guy coming back to life. What's that all
Blue and
about?
red, kind of reverse behemoth scheme.
There we go. That's a good descriptor.
Was his blue like a powdery light blue?
No, more saturated.
Brave Sir Nick just wanted to stop by and say hi. That's Will Merck. Is that our cousin?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's our cousin.
Shit.
Brave Sir Will, I've got my younger brother Pink on the phone here. Thanks for swinging by, buddy.
Oh man.
Do you know he wrote a paper that showed up in like the Canadian Medical Association journal about COVID?
I didn't know that, but at the same time, I would have guessed that would have happened.
I didn't know we were related to someone so intelligent.
Yeah, I know.
Also, Will is important to this
Look at the brain
video
on this one.
because Will was one of the first people I ever played Warhammer 40k with.
Oh, actually, yeah.
When he had the
I
second
remember
edition
their
box.
Rhino or their Land Raider they had?
It was a Rhino. It was not a Land Raider,
Okay. To me, it was a Land Raider.
of course.
Also, I think first time I ever had sushi was at their house.
Are you serious? That's cool.
Yeah. And I remember that table they had that had it was a cool table.
Oh, I forgot about that cool table. Yes, I know the one you're talking about.
Brave Sir Brother Pink. Oh, Adam Weir is here now.
Hey, Adam, welcome. Yeah, Will's responsible. Like, Brother Pink is responsible for half of the cool things I do, and Will is responsible for the other half of the cool things I do.
True. Oh, Will has missed our talk about Chrono Trigger. Actually, I wonder how far he's gotten in Chrono Trigger.
Wait, I don't know if
And
Will
who his
played
favorite
Chrono
character
Trigger.
is.
Will, did you
Has he
play
beat-
Chrono Trigger? Did you have a favorite
Did he beat
character?
Chrono Trigger.
I don't think he played it. I think he was into other games, but maybe I'm wrong.
Final Fantasy VI?
Yes.
Mr. Pink, who's your favorite Final Fantasy VI character?
Oh, God. God, it's hard.
Will Mark says, one day you should have me on your channel and I can demonstrate my skill at painting a 1990s Land Raider.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting how you paint that Rhino to look like a Land Raider. Actually, one day, Will and I are going to play...
Adam just played Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI.
Oh, nice. One day, Will and I are going to play Adeptus Titanicus, and it's going to be glorious. One day. One day.
One day.
In the future state.
I'll bring my Battletech miniatures.
Do it.
I tried playing Battletech with some after-school kids.
Oh, how'd that go?
Terribly. They loved it, but it went terribly.
Because, like, did you explain it to them in Japanese?
Kind of in English. And, like, I set up, like, first of all, I used a piece of paper. I photocopied the hexes, and I made a big old board for us to play on. And I kind of stuck down some styrofoam for mountains, and I had some little tiny buildings that I've made, and they just started just fucking around everything, like taking a pencil and jamming it into the styrofoam mountains, and like this.
Oh no!
Made a huge mess. They're still playing and enjoying it. And then,
this is why you can't have nice things, kids.
So I took away all the nice stuff and just stuck with the paper, and I was like, okay, there's a mountain here, there's a tree here, there's buildings here, and we kept playing, and then they like the typical 10-year-old just, this is so cool, I'm gonna throw the dice around the room. Woo! And I'm like, yeah, it was nuts.
Your first mistake was having children.
Will Merck is gonna have to leave.
Bye, Will. Thank you for joining, man. Good to see you.
See you later. What's Adam Weir saying?
Adam Weir, how you doing, man? Adam, who's your favorite character in Chrono Trigger? Man, it's a good thing Craft Control went to bed. He'd be pissed.
Mr. Pink, who's your favorite character in Final Fantasy VI? Haven't you?
I want to say it's Sabin.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's got to be Sabin, because he's got, like, my whole thing with... Yeah, well, we'll chat again sometime. Oh, no, Will meant Adam, his brother, played it.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I think Sabin was my favorite because whenever I played Final Fantasy games, I never wanted to use elixirs, or I never wanted to use ether. I always wanted to, like, save my magic points. And, like, when I was fighting, like, a rank and file bad guy, I would never use magic on them. Because I'm like, oh, then I'll have to use an ether or whatever.
I never
and
use magic.
I was, like, super anal about keeping all my, like, magic points for, like, a boss. But so Sabin was so good because he could do, like, mass damage to, like, many enemies without using magic.
Right. So every time you attack with Sabin, did you just do his combo?
Hell yes. Why would I ever do his normal attack? Like, it's
honestly,
useless.
The last time I played it, I was like, oh, these combos are too complicated. I'm not going to learn them. I'm just going to attack normally. And then now it's like every time I attack, he's only doing a combo. I cannot not.
No, because they're so good. And, like, I remember Sabin was the one who taught me how to do combos. Because when I was a kid, I tried playing Street Fighter, and I was horrible at it. Like, horrible. I couldn't do a combo to save my life. So then Sabin comes along, and he's got, like, these Street Fighter-style combos. I'm like, oh, man, this is so hard. But, like, his first one is, like, down, up, or whatever, which is, like, easy. Like, you don't need to have any kind of coordination. And then, like, you get into the ones that are, like, half circles, and it's like, okay, maybe I can do this. Yeah, so I think he's my favorite. Who's your favorite?
My favorite.
Edgar's another good one because he
Adam
also...
versus Frog was his favorite from Chrono Trigger, obviously.
Yes, because Adam is a genius. I agree, Adam.
Favorite Final Fantasy VI character. Terra, I love Terra.
She's good, but I could never get her morph thing to work properly.
Who's my favorite one? Oh, I also...
It's Kefka. I thought you loved Kefka.
I really got into Gao. I really like Gao.
Ooh, really? I can't figure him out either.
Well, you get him good moves, and then you just figure out what to do with him. I like him. I like that I don't have to think about Gao. That I just put him on a
and he
certain
just figures his shit
and
out.
then leave him, and he does whatever he wants.
That's a good point.
Who is my favorite? I'm not that far yet in my recent playthrough, but also this playthrough I'm playing 2 separate games at the same time on different save files.
So you can say yes to, so you can wait for Shadow in one and not wait for him in the other?
Yes. Oh, I'm not gonna. Oh shit! I might kill Shadow in one of them.
How are you? Why are you playing it twice? You're so crazy. You have a kid.
There's
How do you have time to play it twice?
Where you can take different options, and like in one of my versions, I got an item, and in one of them I didn't get that item, and I put it. I really like Locke. I really like stuff.
Yeah, I do like Locke. However, he's just good at stealing. Like, that's useful. I love stealing in Final Fantasy games, but
I put the item on him that lets him attack twice, and that makes him really
Genji Glove. Wait, is that Genji Glove?
Yeah, you can get the Genji Glove really, really early if you say something stupid to ban him.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that.
And it makes him a fucking killer.
Is this you playing with the walkthrough?
One of my save files, Locke and Celeste, they both were just like tooled up to the max and just killing everybody. And then I had no good items to put on anyone else. Yeah.
When I was playing it the first time as a kid, I didn't understand Celeste's runic ability and how powerful it was.
Yeah.
And I think I like equipped her with something that wasn't a sword, and I'm like, she sucks.
Right.
It's like, no, you suck.
Yeah, she didn't suck. You suck.
I agree.
Oh man.
Hey, was there any new Games Workshop 40K Warhammer 40K models released that we should talk about or revealed or
Yeah,
teased?
sorry, there was the Van Sar. Their stuff is releasing this weekend. I think.
Oh, that is like a quick one. Like they just showed that,
Yeah.
and now it's coming out.
That was really shocking because it took because of COVID, there's a big stall in their House of books, and they didn't even announce House of Artifice really until a few weeks ago.
Oh, it was
And now
because of
it's
COVID? They said that?
No, they didn't say that, but I think that's why it was.
I might buy that book. I haven't bought any Games Workshop stuff in a while.
You want to play Van Sar?
I don't know. I'm just intrigued by like their future tech and like their STC and all that stuff.
You saw the thing on the Warhammer community where they showed what their domicile is?
Yeah, and like that got me really
That's
intrigued.
cool.
And if I buy the book and that's all there is about it, I'm gonna be really disappointed.
Well, I bought the House of Iron book, the Orlok one.
How was it?
And honestly, there wasn't much in it.
Oh, that's sad.
I bought it because I have Orloks and I wanted to make sure that my army list is kind of squared away with the new stuff, but it wasn't much. But I also have the House of Chains book, and
Yeah.
that was like, I wasn't even thinking of, like, me getting into Goliath was completely like out of the blue.
Was
And
it because of
loved
that book?
It was great.
It was a good book?
A good book. I love the army. I love the models. I love the Goliath a lot.
Okay, cool.
So the House of Books are hit or miss. I think honestly, I think that the Van Sar book, House of Artifice, I think it'll be really interesting. I think we'll put a lot of interesting stuff in there. But I think the House of Chains, they just wanted to get it out. They had the miniatures ready. Let's just push it out. There wasn't much to be put
Oh, too bad.
in there.
Yeah, like even that weird picture they showed of like the Harlequin looking dudes who like help them. I'm like, oh, those guys are cool.
Yeah, those guys are cool.
All right.
Also,
Sorry,
like,
it's
the
9 o'clock.
passage.
I gotta go. It's pumpkin time.
All right.
But what were you gonna say? Sorry.
The House of Chains book, they introduced this mechanic of the gene, the growing of the Goliath, so you can add these traits into them. And that was really,
Forgeborn?
really cool.
Oh, okay.
And then the kind of new element they introduced for the Orloks was like a nickname system, where you get a nickname, and it gives you this little bonus thing, but it's kind of crap.
Wait, tell me that again. It's a nickname thing?
So like, okay, the Goliath book, they introduced this vat-born thing where when you make your unit, you can add these traits based on if they were grown in a vat or they're natural born or they're just brought in from the outside of the gang.
Yeah.
The Escher book, they introduced this toxin system where you could mix and match your own kind of toxins and your own kind of drugs, and you could do these really cool things. And then the system they introduced with the Orlok was really bland. It was like a nickname system where when you gain experience, you can get a nickname and a special ability.
Oh, that's lame.
So I'm hoping the Van Sar get a really cool.
Oh, like tech?
I thought that the Orlok should get like a bionics, a specialty tree of bionics.
Yeah.
Like if you take a certain injury, you can get this bionic, and this bionic gives you this special. But
that sounds cool.
So hopefully the Van Sar gets something cooler.
Okay, so I think I did it. I did a pretty good job on this side, and it's kind of similar to that side.
Are you gonna fuck it up now?
It's not perfect. No, I'm gonna put it down because I learned my lesson.
Oh shit! I didn't read the comments. Many years ago, I wanted them to do plastic Necromunda minis, if only so we'd have more fodder for guardsmen. Then they came out with the new Necromunda, and I picked up 50 Van Sar for my Brew Brothers. Jesus.
Good call, Colin. Hey, Forest Sprite. Sorry, I'm about to call it. It's pumpkin time, 9 o'clock. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention for anyone who's still on the stream, next Wednesday evening is when the new season of The Expanse premieres. So it's not you, it's me. I'm going to watch Expanse. So I'll probably stream on Thursday of next week rather than Wednesday of next week.
Let me check that on my schedule.
But I will be off on winter holidays, so maybe we'll have weird stream times that more people can take part in.
You're going to do it on Friday next week?
No, Thursday night. Your Friday morning. How does that work for you? What?
I can't be there.
Oh, maybe we'll do something weird, like we'll stream like in the afternoon on Wednesday. Do it early. Surprise all the Europeans. Wait, you'll be asleep though. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll have to figure it out for myself.
For next week.
I'll find a guest host. Nathan York, thank you for joining up. Good to see you, buddy. Forest Bright, thanks for being here. Colin Duffy, Adam Weir. Who else we got? Oh, he's hitting the Japanese. Can you read that?
Madrid. Kajan probably still around. Orium.
Yeah, Forest Bright, you need to get Prime, but get it for like a month, man.
Tom Wilson.
If you get it until February, then you'll be able to watch all the Expanse episodes. I think they'll all be out by the end of January. Madrid, thanks for being here. Tom Wilson, if you're still around. Kajan, did Kajan leave or no? I haven't seen him.
Possibly. Maybe he's got to call up his partner.
His partner, yes. Well, Kajan, if you're still here. Jade Finch Seed, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining. David Hills went to bed, right? Jacob, if you're still around. Jacob Foster, thanks for joining, man. Spooky S Bone Man, don't know if you're around, but pleasure having you here. Oh, Box to Board hobby. I never saw that. Box to Board, if you're still around. Thanks for joining. Anyway, this is getting... Oh, and Ornum. I don't know if Ornum went to bed, but if Ornum, if you're still here, thank you. All right. And Boyo, thank you for helping out.
You accomplished so much tonight on the stream, Mr. Pink.
I actually did. You joke, but I did.
Okay.
I did this, and I did this. And I heard about your Courvoisier Lounge story, which was phenomenal.
Courvoisier Lounge.
Which is completely worth it. Completely worth it.
Oh my god. I don't even know who I was with at the Courvoisier Lounge.
Well, thanks for suggesting that I get back to the Dominatrix. I appreciate that.
No problem.
And I will talk to you soon.
Yeah. Take it easy, man.
You too. And everyone in the chat on the stream, you take it easy as well. And we'll see you next week. Probably either earlier on Wednesday or Thursday evening. So we'll see how it goes. I'll promise to post a post earlier this time. I'll post it on Monday or Tuesday to let you know what to expect for the stream. Maybe even sooner. And we'll see you then. Okay. Adios, amigos.